Hello again guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you are well. So, first things first, let me apologise for the lack of videos. I know I did say I was going to record videos when I think they're suitable for your viewing, but what I didn't take into account is I didn't record as many videos as I first thought I did. So, when a video didn't come out this month, I started to look back at the videos I had recorded and turns out that I haven't recorded any. So, yes. Apologies for that. I'll tell you what though, I'm getting really bored of doing videos on my garage because that's pretty much all you've seen. That being said, this is just another room that all I seem to do is record videos in, and that must be getting pretty boring as well. And I always drink tea. This room isn't much better either, is it? It's either the garage, the kitchen, or this room. Pretty boring for you guys to see, so, but that's the problem, the winter, it's always in the house. Although that being said, it is actually quite sunny today. Bit cold still, but sunny. So I think we should make the most of being outside. So I think we should go for a walk. Yeah, let's go for a walk and I'll explain to you whether I feel I regret getting rid of my XR. I think that's what we should do. Let's go. What? You didn't actually expect me to walk somewhere to go for a walk, did you? It's too much cardio. I'll drive to where we need to walk, and then we'll go for a walk. Obviously. Yeah, it's doing nicely. Let's go. So I thought I'd go for a little wander and have a think about whether I actually do feel that I regret selling my XR or not before I sort of talk to you guys about it. And I've come to the conclusion, yeah, I do regret selling it. Quite a bit, if I'm honest. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love my Aprillia. It is an amazing bike. It is absolutely phenomenal. It's so fast, sounds great, looks good. But I've come to the realisation that it may be a bit of a one-trick pony, where my XR wasn't. You know, you could have your fun on the XR, you could go on tours on the XR, be comfortable getting there, and when you get there, have your fun as if you are on a sports bike, because let's face it, the XR is basically a sports bike on stilts. Yeah, slightly different engine mapping and stuff like that, maybe, configuration and whatnot, but ultimately it is a sports bike on stilts. And that's basically, I think, what I was looking for in the Aprillia. I like the idea of owning a sports bike again, but I didn't realise how much I'd actually miss the touring side of things. And I actually really do. I really do miss the touring side of it. And the thing about the Aprillia, I do feel it's out to kill me. Every single time I ride that thing, I just feel like it just wants to kill me all the time. Or, you know, play Russian roulette with my license. Today, are you gonna come home with a license, or are you gonna get nicked? But with the XR, you know, I quite happily ride along slowly, I say slowly, speed limits. That's not getting slow, is it? But you know what I mean, I can happily ride along at speed limits and not feel I'm not getting enough from the bike. With the Aprilia, I do feel that unless I'm riding fast, I'm not really getting the most out of the bike. And obviously you're not, it's a track bike, it's a sports bike. Most sports bikes, you know, you can't ride at 60 miles an hour and think, yeah, you know, that was really good, it's really worth the ride. It just isn't really, is it? So, yeah, selling my XR was a mistake. I honestly don't know why I do this more often. This is actually a really nice, peaceful place to wander, and I just don't do it because I'm too lazy. But yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Now I feel I just sat there and slated that Aprilia, and that isn't the case. The Aprilia is a phenomenal bike. If you own an Aprilia, you'll understand, and I absolutely love my Aprilia. I think it's an awesome bike. Do I regret selling my XR for the Aprilia? Or do I regret buying the Aprilia? No, not one little bit. The Aprilia for me was an itch I needed to scratch, and I was always going to own one at some point, and it's exactly what I expected of it. It is a really, really fast bike, really good fun. I mean, to be honest with you, I think best case scenario for me would have been to keep both bikes, the XR and the Aprilia, but finances just didn't allow that. I'm finding the Aprilia is actually really expensive to own. My insurance has pretty much doubled what it did on the XR. The servicing costs are quite expensive. The cheapest I've got a service from a dealership is 300 quid. That's just an oil change and filter. I mean, my BMW was probably 200, 220 if that. So, yeah, the Aprilia is an expensive bike to own. BMWs are not cheap, we all know that, but I do find that the Aprilia is a little bit more expensive. So to own the BMW and the Aprilia together, right now, it just wasn't ever going to happen. So one of them had to go. And unfortunately, the XR did go. I just said that as if I actually owned both bikes. I didn't own both bikes at the same time. It wasn't going to happen. I meant, you know, I had to get rid of the XR to own the Aprilia. Really wish I could have owned both though. That would have been perfect. But it is what it is. Would I own another XR? That's a question you don't even need to ask really. 100% I would. I wouldn't even think about it. You all well know that the XR for me was a brilliant bike. I couldn't talk highly enough of it. It was absolutely phenomenal. It's the best of everything in my opinion. It's fast enough. It sounds okay, but I mean compared to my Aprilia, nothing's going to sound as good as that, is it? But you know, it sounded okay. It was comfortable when I went around basically the whole UK on that thing, and never complained once. You know, the rain protection, the wind protection is loads better than the Aprilia. I mean, it's obviously the Aprilia isn't designed for that. It is what it is. But you know, there are little things I didn't realise I'd miss, and I really, really do miss all that. And the one thing I really, really miss is the sit-up position. When you're sitting up and your arms are relaxed and you're sitting back. My Aprilia, yes, I have raised the bars in the Aprilia, but I'm still leaning forward, and my legs are proper sports bike-esque, as I said in my review of it. But yeah, I didn't realise, these are the silly little things that I didn't realise I'd miss about the XR. It's a more comfortable bike, the protection's better. I'll tell you what, the more I'm sitting here talking about how much I miss the XR, the more I'm starting to regret it. Maybe making this video wasn't the best idea, because I'm sitting here now questioning my choice again. Honestly, I didn't expect to make this video and start feeling the way I feel about it. I honestly do love my Aprilia. I think it's a phenomenal bike. But now I'm starting to wonder if I have made a big mistake. I mean, I've owned the Aprilia for sort of 6-7 months. And the more I ride it, the more I love it. But I was just sitting explaining to you guys that yes, it's out to kill me, and you know, you don't know if you're gonna come home with your license and stuff, and I don't really know. I think making this video might have been a bit of a mistake, you know. Should have not made this video, because I am now questioning all my choices about that XR. One thing I do know is if I ever got another XR, I wouldn't have all that carbon on it. It may have looked phenomenal, but Jesus Christ, that was expensive to replace. I mean, yes, I did take my XR off road and it shouldn't have gone off road. It was completely my fault, but I think I could do something with a sort of, just a black one, maybe. How long will we maybe do? Starting to second guess everything now and start thinking about what I could do. God. Well, I've actually thoroughly enjoyed this walk I've had. It is pretty cold. My hands are actually quite cold. It's really sunny, but my hands are quite cold, so. And I'm sitting here now questioning every decision I've made with regards to bikes and getting rid of the XR, thanks to this video. So I kind of blame you for this, by the way, because I know obviously you're going to want to know if I regret it, and like I just said, yes, I massively do regret getting rid of it. And now I'm sitting here thinking about what I can do. I know I can't afford two bikes. I know I can't afford an Aprilia and an XR. It just isn't going to happen. And I've only just bought my Aprilia, so I'm blaming you. I completely blame you lot. I don't know what to do. No, I'm gonna go home now and start questioning everything. On a side note, I did actually see on the fence there's meant to be some livestock in this field, and I haven't seen nothing, which is a bit of a shame really, because I wouldn't mind seeing a few animals, but it is what it is, isn't it? I think I need to go home and sort of have a really strong talk with myself and try and convince myself that whatever I'm thinking about right this second is not a good idea, and I need to snap out of it. First things first, I need to remember how to get back to the car. Yeah. So I found my way back to the car, obviously, and I literally cannot get out of my head what I've just spoken about. I tried, and I failed. Oh my God. It's a bit bumpy. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go home and have a really, really good think. That is it, I've made a decision. I'm keeping my Aprilia. That's it, I'm done, that's it. There's no arguments, my Aprilia's staying. I love my Aprilia, it's an absolutely phenomenal bike. There's no question about that. And I'm happy with my decision. Completely and utterly happy with my decision. Definitely. Hi. So, yes, something might have happened here recently. Yeah,